The practices that please any Dharma protector, and especially Dorje Shugden. And you listen very carefully. Alright? Döma, London, Xinye, Lande Yang. Döma, London, Lama, Nachupa. Jish, Shede, Sanjur, Madete. Nidung, Jarki, Lenpa, Sha. Although I have had many gurus who have shown the path of Sutra and Tantra, I am impure in thought and action, as is explained exactly in the Vinaya, the Abhidharma, and 50 verses of Guru devotion, and thus am soaked by a rain of downfalls which I cheerfully regret and I purify now. That's how you confess. How do you confess your vows? In relations to the Vinaya, if you are a Sangha, in relations to the Abhidharma, you're a lay person, in relations to the 50 verses of Guru devotion. And the word here is Döngun Langrim. Lama Nachupa. Lama Nachupa. Lama is Guru. Not Chupa means 50 verses. Alright? So what I'm trying to say is, I'm sorry, there's 3 confessional verses. 3. Then, second confession is here, that's my secret, so, I don't know. Third one. You sometimes think, oh, what's the secret about that? I can go buy a book and read it. Yeah, you can go read it. But the meaning behind it you'll never understand, because it's orally transmitted. You never understand. So you just read it, what you see is nice. It's secret. Why is it secret? Because if you don't have the mind and the merit to understand, even if you read it, you won't understand. You just simply won't understand. And if you understand, if you think you understand, you won't go in, you can't practice. That's why it's secret. It's not secret because you can't see or get it. It's secret because you have to have the necessities to understand it. Okay? Then, Venerable Losang Chapa. Venerable Losang Chapa, Lama Tsongkhapa. Peaceful and wrathful manjushris, all. Root and lineage gurus and host of deities. An assembly, and especially the Dhammapala, mighty, wrathful Vajra, Dorje Shugden. Please listen to me in your great compassion. So invoking Lama Tsongkhapa, all the fierce and peaceful manjushris, and your guru, and the host of meditational deities, and especially Dorje Shugden himself. Please listen to me in your great compassion. Completely oppressed by my obscuring ignorance and thus powerless, my mind stirred up by violent attachment, aversion, and thus unconscientious. Each of my massive sins and downfalls and faults, I confess them from my heart, quickly, silence them, please. Torn asunder the limits of my bhakti moksha vows, received before the eyes and abbots and masters and the Sangha. These are vows we receive before our masters, before the Sangha and the meditational deities. When the Lama gives you vows, you have to understand something. They don't just give you vows. They are in the form of a meditational deity, and the 3 jewels are surrounding the temple, especially for refuge. So when you take these vows by the power of the Lama's meditation, you are taking in front of the 3 jewels. So when you break a commitment to your Lama, you break it to all the 3 jewels. Why is that? Is that if you keep your commitment, you make merit in reference to all 3 jewels. Imagine that. You please all the Buddhas by keeping the vows. So it's not a blackmail kind of thing. It's trying to help you. It's trying to help you. Transgress, torn asunder the limits of bhakti moksha vow, you see before the eyes of the abbots, masters, and abbots doesn't necessarily mean abbot of a monastery. Abbot also means one who is a preceptor, one who holds the vows and gives you the vows. Okay? Transgress the precepts of bodhicitta. The minute we yell at someone that's been kind to us, we break our bodhicitta vows. We can apologize the next day, the next hour, vows broken. You take yourself away from who you are. And that's in modern terms. Who you are is the Buddha nature. That's who you are. Vows taken before the eyes of the Gurus, Buddhas, and Bodhisattvas, throwing away the close bond of vow commitments received, which were witnessed by the Gurus and deities of the Mandala. A whole assembly of such prescribed and natural evil, sins, downfalls, and faults. I confess my heart, and I cleanse them, please. Let me read it again together. Don't write all this down. I will pass this all to you. Please pay attention. It's more important, alright? All of this is not to be written down, it's to be listened to. Torn asunder the limits of the bhakti moksha vows, received before the eyes of the abbots, masters, and Sangha. precepts of bodhicitta, vows taken before the eyes of the gurus, Buddhas, and bodhisattvas, throwing away the close bond of vow commitments received, which were witnessed by the guru and the deities of the mandala. The whole master prescribed, and naturally evil downfalls and faults. I confess to my heart, quickly cleanse them, please. This is what you're confessing to Dorje Shugden, Lama Tsongkhapa, Manjushri, Nyamataka, Halarupa. This is what you're confessing. I'll tell you why you confess that. Let me tell you why. When you break your vows, or you break your samaya, you throw away the closeness you had with the three jewels. The first time is you go away from your lama. You're afraid to see your lama, you avoid your lama, or you're shy to see your lama, or you have negative thoughts about your lama. You just go away. That's the first time. Then, when you try to do Dharma work, you want to, you intend to, and you like to, but you can't. Every time you try to do Dharma work, there's some obstacle. Something, a meeting comes up, a friend gets sick, your mother calls you, someone throws a BF, your cat dies, something happens. You can't do it. And then normal things that kill your time, you get distracted away very easily. Or go see a movie, go sleep, cannot stay home, cannot relax, cannot read. Even if you want to read, you fall asleep. That second will come very, very strong. Why? Everything to prevent you. And then even if you're able to do that, no result. Why? You can see yourself not advanced in practice. Why? These vows are not meant to hurt you. But when you swear your vow to the three jewels, and when you break it, every single day that you break it, every day, it's not a one-time break thing, Every day that it remains broken, you feel the negative comments. Every single day. So if you've broken your commitments to your guru, and you've broken your promise, you don't confess it, you don't talk, you don't make up for it. Every single day, every day, you collect the negative comments. So that means if you're not supposed to fight or shout, and you shout, or let's say you make a promise to your lama, I will attend to do a $100,000 retreat. Okay? The Buddha's name is $100,000. I'm going to attend this retreat, and you don't. And the reason is very flimsy. Every day that you don't, and every time you avoid it, you collect that negative karma. So don't think it's a one-time thing. Once you break the cup's broken. Every day it's broken again and again. And you know what happens? When you have Vinaya vows, bodhicitta vows, and tantric vows, let me also tell you, not only is it broken for that day, the vows that you broke yesterday become double. Yes. So what happens? You become sick, you become sleepy, you become frustrated, you get everything that you're bad at, everything you're not good at becomes small. So if you have a hot temper, it becomes small. Why? It's the best way your karma can come back and make you go down to 3 lower rungs. Let me tell you something. About 1/3 of the people in our center, after they die, will go to the 3 lower realms. That is confirmed. Don't look at this person, don't look at that. Don't look at people who you think they'll go. It could be the most innocent person you think, the nicest person. 1/3 of the people in our center will go to the 3 lower realms. I guarantee and I promise you. You go after protectors, you go after Dalai, you go ask them why. Rinpoche said that. Check divination. Go check. I have no fears. I will not say things like that. 1/3. And within that 1/3, there's a few who are actually tantric practitioners. They'll go to the 3 lower realms and go down. Immediately. They will go. And they will be there for a long time. And they'll stay there and they'll take rebirth again. Another 3 lower realms and again. It won't be like you go there once, you come out. It will be again and again and again and again. Oh yes. 1, 2. Yes, that's right. 3. Again and again. About 5 to 6 people in this room, when they die, they will go to the lower realms. They will go. I'm not talking about bad rebirth as a unit. I'm talking about 3 lower realms. 5 to 6 people in this room, when they die. I guarantee you. And there's nothing I can do. There's nothing I can say. When they're alive and they don't listen to me, if they're dead, how are they going to listen to me? these people in this room, when they're dead, they will go to the three lower realms. And the people who go to the three lower realms are the ones I keep very close to me. And I give them gifts and I help and I talk to them and I'm patient with them. Why? The less than the time will be there. Why is that? How can that be? Because if they're not around you, they'll be more negative karma, more negative peace. Very negative.